The truth is, not everyone can live out their passion. Some had to endure awful working hours just to make ends meet. This is a sad reality most of us face. And if we ever have someone in our lives who can do what they love and earn money at the same time, we would often ask ourselves, what's their secret? And to begin with, how does one even try to find passion? Good thing you're in the right place, because in this video, we're going to explore how you can find your passion and even make money with it. Not only do you get the opportunity to do what you love, but you can also live life to its fullest and with abundance. Welcome to Luxury Wire, where all future millionaires gather around doing what they love. It's been a common narrative for people to complain how they seem to lack any hobbies or interests. It's as if life just floats by and happens to them. Not being able to find passion has stopped people from ever truly knowing themselves. And the common advice would be to explore and see the wilderness out there. However, how do you even begin exploring? To guide you, here are some steps you can follow. First, rough guess of what passion feels like for you. We've all had our fair share of brief encounters with this feeling. But what really is it? Some believe that passion is something beyond your control and strong emotion that drives your action. Something that excites you so much that you can't just sit still and do nothing. Or what drives your curious mind? What thoughts do randomly pop out of your head just before you sleep at night? These tiny things are great indicators of what passion can mean to you. Unlike what popular media says, passion doesn't have to be all fiery and huge. It's in the little things that tickle you in your insides, urging you to act on them because you know deep down, those are the things that are worth your time. Another indicator of passion is things that really catch your attention. For sure, there's a certain genre of movie you casually pick out every single time. Like your go-to choices. Or how about books you've really dove into that you've spent hours upon hours flipping through the pages just to find out what's gonna happen next? In those moments, the spark and eagerness you feel in the material is passion. Be honest with me, these things can happen really often, right? It would be really great for you to think of passion as just one part of your life. Sure, it holds a pretty huge role in how you approach life in general and how you make decisions. But it isn't all that there is. Life still is a mixture of different emotions and stories you have to process. Your passion cannot magically do these things for you. However, the small amounts where you can feel good and engaged are things that can motivate you to become a better version of yourself. So, might as well seek them out. Now that you know how to find your passion, the next thing you'll probably do is chase it. But this is where problems can get mixed in. Well, society tends to get handsy with people who want to chase their passion. What's often more welcome are passions that directly contribute to the community, like being in the medical field and being a lawyer and etc. But newsflash, you don't have to pay much attention to them. They do not understand what's motivating you to take a step forward and make this brave choice of exploration. You're free to discover the things that make your soul tremble. If you have to take your time and acquaint yourself with these things, then go on. This is where your magic really shines through. As you get to know yourself better through engaging with your passions, you'll ultimately learn new skills. Every day will be a rewarding adventure of learning new things that improve your understanding. If you need to spend money to fund your chase, then so be it. If it feels right, makes you happy, and helps you feel contented, then spend away. Life may be here to stay, but always make sure to make the moments last. Alright, you can find your passion and now you can chase it, but how do you use it? The happiest and most successful individuals we know healthily incorporate money and passion. And when your passion begins to test you, you will ultimately run into a wall that you need to get past through. This scenario often happens when you break past the beginner level. And when things start to get rough, that's when you really need to be consistent and show up. Passion also implies growth. And growth happens when we learn to handle difficult situations, events where we can become quite uncomfortable. For example, you're a training martial artist who's been sparring for a while now. To get stronger and learn more, you'll probably have to request a spar with that muscly dude your coach has told you about. Not only do you have to prepare for the fight, but you must also have enough courage to even start the spar. In this case, you're not motivated by material things. What pushes you further is the fulfillment you'll feel when you get to pass through your trials and obstacles. Every win and loss strengthens you and betters you as a person. In the process, you'll also gain more experience and feedback to further speed up your growth. Your passion then becomes tied to your identity. You're no longer just chasing because now you're embodying the things that you truly love to do. But with all these steps, what's the real reason why you need to keep going? It's been a common thing to hear that when you do what you love, you'll never have to work a single day ever again. However, that's not usually the case. You'll only get returns from your passion if you love making money. However, not everyone can afford to rely only on their passion as their source of income. There's just too much happening all at once. And sure, people may see your passion for its beautiful value, but you can't always expect them to assign money or value to what you do. Because once you expect your passion to earn the bucks for you, then that's where you'll burn out of your fire. What once burnt freely and with excitement now needs consistent work to be kept alive. You don't want to take that magic away. That's why, for now, it would be best to keep your source of income separate from your passion. Think of these two as two different paths of your life that play significant roles. Your job helps you survive while your passions make you feel alive. And who knows? If you keep growing and tending to your passion, you just might become so good that people start noticing what you can do. Imagine the future where you've become so experienced that not only do you still love what you do, but now people are loving it naturally as well. Like moths to a flame, people are attracted to someone with a genuine, burning passion. Here's something you have to realize early on. Probably not going to love just one thing. There's so much this world has to offer that you'll probably pick up a couple of interests along the way. In this case, you can pick which one will sustain you and which one will make you thrive. You don't necessarily have to force your greatest passions to earn the cash you need, nor do you need to work all the time. See how you'll balance your passions and your work. That's how you know you can be happy with your life. Now, let's talk about why some people just can't find their passion. Well, they might be expecting that true passion will magically relieve them of their hatred towards their work or can turn the tables around in their suffering finances. These people search for interesting hustles that are popularly known for their income potential. They spend time and effort until eventually they end up not enjoying the work enough to stay around. This starts a cycle of looking for, trying to settle in, but never really staying because the grind just gets too hard. But what if people just scratch the income potential part and jump straight to passion, to love? Sure, you'll still need to clock in for work every day, but you'll always have something to look forward to. What if you make this a gradual shift, right? Things don't have to happen all at once. Well, the first thing you'll do is change your perspective. If in the past passion is separate from work, well, in this attempt you're actually trying to marry them both. The things you once did out of love now have a newly decorated pressure you need to handle. Just a heads up. Once you've had a change of perspective, then gradually monetize your passion and make it a side hustle. We've seen people drop their jobs too early in the game believing their passions will save the day. But most often, they do not. You need to make sure you still have the means to support yourself. After all, you're exploring some unfamiliar waters here. Dip your feet and feel around, but don't jump straight in. Try commissioning a couple of projects and see where that leads you. Next up, define where you stand in the competition. It's safe to say being passionate isn't all that there is. You need to have the right skills that can put you on top of others who have a similar passion to you. Familiarize yourself with what the market needs and work towards improving yourself and using your passion as a means to stand out. Also, keep on improving. The more that you learn about your passion, the more opportunities you'll have in doing what you love. So never stop learning. And finally, start small. One client is enough for you to establish your first steps. If someone believes you can provide good service, then that's a telltale sign that your passion brings value to the world. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed and found valuable things to carry on in this video. If you'd like to engage with more content like this, just subscribe to our channel and hop on our community filled with passion. See you next time.